Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Miami Dolphins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime, but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Orchestrating the offense, the former 3-time captain at Michigan State, quarterback Kirk Cousins.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Watch left. Stop right there. We got 4.
Cousins now to throw on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to let this go for the end. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive, 4 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Counter play, Drake. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Play fake, Cousins. And he rifles one incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt. And now it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A throw out wide to QT, complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
32-yard line. Play action now, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. A first down throw for Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They go play action here on first down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. Cousins again. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Well, look now at our starting defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford, and that's complete to Jesse James. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down now, McFarland, and little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's it, ready? We're going to work.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins. It's complete. Stills. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Throwing is Cousins. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
All day, baby, all day.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Ready? 180. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Squeeze, double. Check safety. Somebody hit.
Here's a quick throw complete to Galladay. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
52 to Mike, boy, 52. Bring it.
From the 39, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Check, 53's mine. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and 2, Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 6 yards away. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Cousins to throw it. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. Cousins now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is QT, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
You can't block me.
That's caught out wide by Stills. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football, incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford, it's caught. Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Here comes Kirk Cousins now to lead his offense back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence.
Let's see what you got.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Stills, but now it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On play action, Cousins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. On third down, Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Running, it's Drake. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On the ground, this is Johnson. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Cousins on 1st down. Got an open man, it's QT. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Watch twist. Watch twist.
On 1st and 10, Cousins looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The kick by Maher is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. A final shot before the break, Stafford. He's going to take a shot at the end zone, why not? And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In the game you're watching, it's Matthew Stafford who's had it working in the first half. His guys lead, though, by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Offense.
So that'll bump it back to a 1st and 15. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
Hey. 4 down.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And give him a gain of 37. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open it up to even more big plays.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Again, it's Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they...
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Juwan James, the right tackle, 1st-round selection in 2014. He's the one that got flagged there. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 42 yards. trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Drake. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deshaun Hand able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Over the middle, complete. It's Gross. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts...
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Detroit. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will shave one more off this lead. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Deshaun Hand in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Cousins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd down. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. James has got it, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it.
Seems to me that our friend, Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
3rd and 1.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Cousins now, and that is incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for QT.
That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
On second down now, McFarland. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Lions on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Here's Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
52. Silver. Slam.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. The Lions on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's incomplete. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
No gain on the dump off. It's second down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing on second down. Stafford looking middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's third down.
Single.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Stafford, and he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver, and it's third down. Here's Stafford.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
So X out the big play. This one comes back.
And it's not a call you get very often. Offensive pass interference, but it was the right one in this case, and that'll wipe away a really nice gain.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
Give me that ball, defense.
A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
The passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. That's into the hands of the tight end Leggett. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Here's Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Cousins now to throw on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Cousins. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Trey Flowers in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. And he finds Parker here, complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Throwing is Cousins. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
On third down, McFarland. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action here on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They go to Johnson again. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 5. A minute 38 to go. Back to throw. And this one's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins, now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
65, 65.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 8 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Tavecchio to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Trey Flowers in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. One last shot now for Cousins. Open man is QT, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Detroit, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our